Isaiah Luyara. I'm just a simple director of Ufanisi Center. So Ufanisi Center was started in 2008 with the main objective of supporting less fortunate children. So we are using the CBSE curriculum, which is competence-based curriculum. That is what we are implementing. And also we do have co-curriculum activities like games and sports, and also trying to nurture their talents. Currently we are having 131 children. Okay, now before feeding program began, we are having like 30 children who are at the school. Though we are providing, but we are not having enough resources to cater for them. Maybe they could just take 1 meal per day, which is not enough. But when we started partnership with Into the Darkness with Love, most children, they come from poor families. You find some of them, they are raised by single parents, especially mothers, and their parents are also jobless. They cannot afford to take them to private schools or to government schools. So you find institutions like Ufanisi Center, it is offering that alternative education where they can come to access those services. And when you come to feeding program, you find that their parents, even sometimes, they just leave them like that when they go to look for jobs. And even sometimes they don't get those jobs. So you can imagine a mother has left their children just like that, hungry. But now when they come to the center, at least they are sure that they are going to find something to feed. Since the feeding program came in, it was a blessing to the children because they are guaranteed that when they come to the center, they must get something to eat. And also I wish to mention that sometimes what they eat is their last meal. When they go back home, many times they find nothing at home to eat for supper. Even when they come in the morning, some come when they are hungry, they've not taken breakfast. So you find out the porridge which we give them and also food at lunchtime, it really supports them because mostly at their homes, they don't have enough food or even they lack completely. You find that they are relaxed even when they are taught in class. It is easier for them to understand what they are being taught by teachers. But when they come to school hungry, you find again it affects their mentality because they can't concentrate. They are always violent. It has been happening. Sometimes you find children, they are fighting for no reason. So simply because they are having that challenge. But when you find that they've eaten, now even that pace, there's that coexistence, and even they are cheerful, they can play, they can do all the activities in class. So that is one in terms of mental health. And so when we come to physical health, now you find that now they are energetic, they can jump, they can run, and even they are cheerful. The feeding program tries to reduce maybe those diseases like malnutritional diseases which are caused by lack of enough food or lack of good diet, or even kwashiorkor. So you find that like the children at Ufanisi Center, when you try to do research on them, they don't get sick regularly due to diseases which are caused by not having food. Also, the feeding program helps to bring peace in their homesteads. For example, you can find that this is a couple, a husband and a wife. Maybe the husband is jobless, and to provide for the family it is hard. Now you find they start quarreling at their homes because of that, because now the wife will start to quarrel. You need to take your children to school, you need to buy them food, you need to do this and this and this. But when those provisions are given at the center, including the feeding program, now the child will go home, the children will go home when they are happy. When they are happy, it means that now they are bringing that pace. But when the children goes home when they are crying because they are hungry, now it results to fights between their parents. Yeah, so the feeding program has really eased the burden on school from Into the Darkness with Love, because you find now the school is able to run their programs because now they are having food. Because also the teachers, they do eat the same food which the children are eating. You can imagine when the teacher comes to school, maybe during lunchtime they need to break to go to their homes to prepare meals, then they come back again in the afternoon. Again, it interferes with learning. But when the teacher reports to school, they stay here from morning to evening because they share same meals with children. They don't cook their special food. And also in terms of running costs, they were saying that maybe the money which could be used to buy food for children, now it is able to cater for other running costs like stationaries, chalks, maybe paying water, paying electricity. Yeah, so you find now it makes the school even to run, and without money you cannot be able to run an institution.
Teacher Ufanisi. I teach playgroup and PP1. The feeding problem had really helped us as a school here in Ufanisi. The children are really happy when they are taking their breakfast outside there, their lunch. In the community we have the single mothers, as we are in the slums area. We have the single mothers that they don't have enough, they can't cater two times per day. If they come here at Ufanisi, they are able to get the breakfast and lunch. So they are very happy when they are here.
My name is Manel and I am 10 years old. I'm in grade 5. My favorite food is green grams and rice. The food helps us in class. If the teacher is teaching, we understand because we have something to our stomach. Thank you Into the Darkness with Love for providing for us food.
There are children that has not taken anything. You will just see in the class, you will not concentrate anymore. You will just sleep, just angry, even you can't talk to her or him. When you try to teach him, will not hear you anymore. Because of the feeding program, now the pupils here that are performing better, they are doing good. Even the parents, they are happy with them. The parents are very happy with this program. They normally come and tell us, teacher, at least you are doing something. There at home, we can only cater for the supper. The breakfast and the lunch, we cannot cater for them.
Yeah, actually, we are very thankful to the sponsors. Yeah, because the way you said that we started with 30 children when we started the partnership, and you find now we are getting food which will cater for 30 children, yet the number was increasing when we reached over 100. Yeah, so again we came back to the sponsors and we requested if they could consider to increase the quantity of food. And it was good because they answered our request and they were able to increase the quantity. And we can say that was we were very happy about it, because now the children they were not now able to get enough meals. It's a high cost of living in Kenya currently. That is what we are experiencing. Not only in all commodities, you can start with fuel, you go to food, you go to everything has increased prices. So the issue is cross-cutting, but not because food is very essential. You cannot afford to miss food, then you remain strong. You find that again the prices of food, they've really hiked. Even people, they've been complaining, people, they've been demonstrating on streets. When you watch media, everywhere they are talking about food. So it is something which is affecting our country, and we can see that it can be better if the funding can be increased due to the high cost of living. Food hike has really affected the school, because you find the little coins which you are having when you go to purchase food, even the food now which you will purchase with those coins, it is not enough the way it was like previous years. I'd like to thank Into the Darkness with Love for the support which they've been giving Ufanisi Center. And Ufanisi Center could not be existing minus feeding program, because you find feeding program is playing a very big role in the lives of children and teachers and community, the way I was saying. So the sponsorship has really sustained the school, and we've been seeing big improvement in terms of children performances, and when people, they're appreciating it. Just to appeal to them to continue supporting, so that we are able to join hands to bring the success stories in our community.